Ambassador Chamotun, how do things stand today in terms of how opposition groups to the junta are faring, whether it's the NUG or ethnic armed groups or the People's Defense Force? What's happening in that regard in the country?
Thank you so much. First of all, I'd like to thank the Asia Society for organizing this event because this is what we see is very good for us because we always mention that we need serious attention from the international community. This kind of event is really helpful to bring the attention of the international community. I'd like to stress serious attention from the international community. So, of course, we don't use the word opposition. Of course, the people always look at the national unity government as our government because we are fighting for democracy. We are fighting for ending this military dictatorship, and we are fighting for ending this military junta. So that is what we are doing. Definitely, as Sean also mentioned, because before the military coup, even though we are in the very difficult situation because of COVID, but the government itself and we, the people ourselves, we are very resilient to fight against the COVID. But of course, after 1st February 2021, again, we, the people, are very resilient, fight against this military junta. So that is what we are. And especially at this moment, of course, the situation back there in Myanmar, including the humanitarian situation, is really dire. Look at everywhere. It's the Sean said, everything is minus. So that is why it is a very sad story for all of us, especially the young people before the coup. They have high expectation for their future, but everything were taken away by this military coup. So, as I mentioned, the situation back there in Myanmar is really dire. That is why we really need help from the international community to end this military junta, to end this military dictatorship. Of course, let me give you some numbers as you already know. Because since the military coup, more than 28,000 people were arbitrarily arrested, more than 23, including our leaders, Dawn San Suu Kyi, President U Win Myint, are still detained. The more than 6,380 people already being killed. More than 3.5 million people are displaced, and almost 20 million people are in need of humanitarian assistance. So the half of the populations are now living under the national poverty line. In addition to that, more than 100,000 private properties were burned down or destroyed by the military junta. These are the same figures. But again, in addition to that, because of forced conscription by the military junta, we all who living in Myanmar don't feel safe. They are living with fear. Nowhere is safe and secure. That is what Myanmar is now. So that is what we really need help from the international community. Of course, the people are resilient. People fight back the military junta because of the people's strength. We are winning. The military junta is losing. I definitely can say that. Because we look at our revolution started with 0. Now where we are, more than 50% of territory are already being under the control of the democratic forces, including ethnic resistant organizations. And then also the people, the resilience of the people are getting stronger and stronger. So that is what we need. But we want to end this crisis as quick as possible, because the suffering of people is really, really huge. We need to end it. That is why we look at the international community, we look at the regional organization for help. But everybody knows it's not secret. We haven't had sufficient effective action from the international community yet. Because the effective action from the international community definitely save lives of the innocent people in Myanmar. That is what we need. So maybe there may be a question, what are the effective actions? We persistently appeal the international community to help us whatever way that they can. But at least do not supporting the military junta whatever way is definitely help us save lives of the people of Myanmar. That is where we are, and we really need help from the international community. Even though our revolution is homegrown, people-led, people-centered revolution, but still we need help from the international community. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. I definitely want to ask about some things related to what the international community can do. But before that, we've seen the news that Min Aung Hlaing was in Russia this week. You're talking about the loss of territorial control that the junta has had. Do we know what they're trying to do to reshore up power?
Of course, the news is not good news for us, for the people of Myanmar. That is why we need strong support from the international community. Because if that kind of visit, it may give some momentum or some moral support to those within the military junta, but it's definitely not for us. But again, we are resilient. We know that they have their friends who are in line with their policy. Of course, we have our friends who are for the democracy, who are for saving lives of the people. So our partners, our friends, is sure that it needs more help to be extended to the people of Myanmar. So that is very important for us. On the one hand, the military junta were doing whatever they want, but on the other hand, we, the people, need to protect ourselves. But at the same time, what we are calling for the international community is they also need to play a responsible role to save life of the people of Myanmar.
Thank you.